Good evening, friends. I hope you're all doing well. I'm also fine. Today, I'm going to show you how you can easily create a Kubernetes cluster in AWS EKS. So let's get started. So as you know, I'm an AWS certified DevOps engineer. I have to create Kubernetes clusters every day. And I created a script, shell script, to quickly create these structures. So this is the shell script. It's available in my GitHub repository. You can go to 0102 K8S and then EKS setup.sh. So here it's a shell script that actually takes some input from you and then gives you the or generates the EKS cluster for you. So it's very simple and you can run it within the AWS console, right? So let's get done. Okay, so here if I go to AWS Cloud Shell and then it will open a new kind of like terminal for you where you can run all your commands inside your AWS accounts, right? It's very useful and I use it on a daily basis for my day-to-day works. So now what we have to do is like, so here one shell script, that is the EKS setup.sh and then another one is the readme file. That's just, we can create the command from here. So first I need to create the file. So it's EKS setup.sh and then to nano, then EKS setup.sh. And then I'm just going to copy this file, right? Copy and then paste it. No need to modify anything because all are parameterized. Well, I will tell you if I have to modify. So what it does, it's like it installs eksctl if it's not installed, and then it creates a cluster within the region that you specify here, like which region and the cluster name and the version of which version you want to install, and then also on a CIDR block 10. So usually it's you don't need to change it, but if you need to change it, then you can just change this section here. So if you wanted to run the Kubernetes in a different CIDR block, VPC CIDR block, then you just change it here. That's it. All other things you can keep as it is. Now I'm going to go to the permission section of the file. I put the execution permission, and then I'm just going to copy this and then I'm just going to give it a name, so like MV25. And then the version needs to be 1.34. That is the latest version at this moment. If you see a new version, just change the value here on the parameter when you're running. And I'm going to run it on USS 1. So that should stay as it is. Right. So what I'm going to do is like running the script, shell script, with a parameterized name and version and region. That's it. Let's run it. So what is found is that I don't have eksctl installed on this shell terminal, and that's true. So I need to install it. Installing eksctl, detecting Linux systems. That's good. Cluster name MP24, Kubernetes version 1.34, USS 1, and the node group 2 nodes, T3 medium. I would probably going to choose T3 large, but now for the time being, let's go with T3 medium, and then maybe we can change it later. So, do you want to proceed with this cluster? Yes, absolutely. It will take around 10 minutes time. So I'm going to take a break and then we'll come back when it's ready, right? Just before taking the break, I'm going to explain what things you need to change. Like this is here, if you want to put T3 large. Oh, Sorry, there is something wrong here. It is actually doing T3 large, but it shows T3 medium. Okay, I need to change. Yeah, I need to change it here. Anyway, that's my mistake. It will be already fixed. Next commit. So what you need to change here is that if you want to take something different, like M5 large or T3 medium, you just change here. If you want to have like more nodes, like two, I put it two, but if you want like four, then just change here. So these are the things that you can change based on your own requirement, right? Okay, so I'm going to pause for 15 minutes and then we'll come back when it's ready. Okay, I'm back and here it seems that the cluster creation is done. It says you can now use CTL to interact with your cluster. That's good. Now let's go to our EKS dashboard and if I refresh, I should see a new cluster, MV25. That's good. 1.34, that is also good. Created 16 minutes ago, provided EKS. Now let's go to the details and then the business manager next. Take a survey and chance to $50 gift card. Okay. I don't want any part of any survey. It's useless and I never get any gift cards. So I'm going to click on the add-ons. Yeah, sometimes what happens is that these add-ons are a bit outdated. Need to update first. To update that to the latest version that is built. And then I'm going to go again. The other one is 14S. That's good. I'm going to upgrade it to the latest. Okay, sounds great. Now these two add-ons are ready for updated. And then let's go to Cloud Shell and then we can clear this screen. We can run kubectl get PO, no resource found. That's okay. Kubectl get PO dash A. So I'm going to see all. And then here it is, right? So we see the Kube system has some pods running, Kube metrics, Kube proxy, core DNS. These are the basic things, right? So our cluster setup is done and it's ready to be used. Now, we have set up the cluster, but now we need a kind of like Nginx load balancer, right? So that we can expose our ports to the external world. How can we do that? Well, there is a solution. We can use Nginx with AWS NLB, Network Load Balancer. And if you search here, Nginx Ingress Controller, and then you will probably see Nginx Ingress Controller. There are options for to use Nginx Ingress Controller with NLB. P, Network Load Balancer. Yeah, here it is configured. So you can see it, you can read this, all those basic details. I'm not going to go through this. I have already created a shell script for that as well. If you go to my GitHub repo, then there is a install nginx ingress.sh. I'm going to copy that and put it here. Nano nginx.sh. Paste it here and exit. And then I'm going to give it a ch mode, ch plus x. Okay, that's the shell file, and there is a readme file as well that describes how you can run it. So you can actually set the regions. If you don't set the regions, then it will use the default region. It will like set this of this one. So I'm going to go with this one, and then use this one, and then MD25, right? So so let's run it. The next US, so US is one, and then the next part is the cluster name. So that should be MD25. Okay, Helm not installed. We need Helm, so let's install Helm. Helm installation part is done, right? So now let's try to install the Nginx Ingress controller. Okay, this is should be faster. It shouldn't take not more than 1 2 minutes. I hope so. Yeah, that's already basically done. So it created a load balancer, and then with in AWS NLB, if I go to EC2 and then go to the load balancer section, I should be able to view it. We go to load balancers. Here it is. Here is the load balancer. And if I go to the details, it's still work in progress, but I think it should be ready within a few minutes or so. So that is the load balancer that has been created, and you can use it with your pod as a kind of a like exposing the pod to the outside world, right? So this is a very good way. And then it will do the load balancing if you have multiple pods, and then it will distribute the loads among the pods. So it will handle all those load balancing part by itself. I'm just going to wait for a minute. Yeah, it's still provisioning. Sometimes it takes time, 1 or 2 minutes. So let's have patience and we'll clear it, and then let's see. If we'll get the sorry, dash here. Yeah, it's running. That's good, and all other things are helpful. Steadily going well. Okay, I'm just going to just wait about 1 or 2 minutes. Let's see. So this is it. This is the main part of our tutorial for today. You can just create a EKS Kubernetes cluster with this shell script, and then set up Nginx load balancer shell script. If these two it's run properly, then you already have a working EKS cluster inside AWS that is configured with load balancers. That's you are good to go. You just not deploy your pods here, and then it should automatically run fine. Now I used Spot instance for this because that's a cost saving part. So if you don't like Spot instances, you can just create a new node group and then like assign that to the like regular instances with like on-demand instances rather than Spot instances. So that is it's a completely your choice, but I prefer to use Spot instances. It's very cheap, and if it goes down, I don't have any problem because this is Kubernetes. They will again recreate those pods based on the configurations that we have defined. Yeah, this is active. Sounds good. If I click here, then let's go. Yeah, it's not found. That's good because we haven't set up any pod yet to be found, and it's already SSH enabled. Yeah, it is HTTPS, but it doesn't have any SSL certificate assigned to it. I need to create an SSL certificate. To do this, just need to go to certificate manager. Let's go to certificate manager. And then assign some certificates. I think I can use this certificate before, and then assign that to the load balancer. Here it is. It's like you can just click here, click on actions, edit listener. You need to read the 443 part, and then we need to choose like TLS, and then here we can just choose a certificate that's already created. I'm just going to choose that one. And then if you're good, you should be able to see the certificate here. Okay, it's not assigned here. Let's see what's wrong. No, this is the default certificate. I think it was put as one of the one needs to the certificate propagated. Okay, let's refresh one more time. Continuous certificate details. It's still showing old because maybe it's not propagated, but I think within about 1 or 2 minutes you can see that your certificate is showing here. So that's being said, this is the tutorial for today. In the next tutorials, I will show you how to deploy it. That should be part 2. You can deploy your pod with full build, and then it's automatically pushing to the EKS cluster. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.